So we're going to play some Boros Storm today with Flage in the sideboard because we played some red-green yesterday, and I've kind of just been enjoying Storm. I don't think there's a huge variety of things to do in Modern at the moment if you don't want to play like Nadu or Energy. So we're going to play some Boros Storm. We might play the blue-red version with Flame as well. It looked kind of interesting. We're going to start with this, and then maybe we're going to play some Rumble Eldrazi as well. And then we're going to play the challenge with Boros Energy on my main account. Can I keep this hand? It doesn't have an enabler, but it does have a Striker Ridge. Let's try it. We'll go turn 1 Striker Ridge. Oh no, is it the mirror? Might be the mirror. Maybe I'm supposed to go Elegant Parlor on 1. Null Drifter, so it's Eldrazi. Let's start on the Striker Ridge. That's minimum players needed for it to fire. So a challenge 32 has less prizes, but it takes less people for it to fire. As challenge 64 needs 64 players for it to fire, but it has better prizes. Because more players, more competition, more entries, etc. That doesn't do anything against us, so I'm pretty happy they decided to cast that on 1 and not 2. Let's grab Mountain and Reckless Impulse this turn. Maybe I can find Medallion. That's exactly what I was looking for. Good news is, if they Chalice on 2 this coming turn, we can still go Wish for Flage and have an alternate win condition here. I could try to go for it this turn, but I think I'm pretty happy just passing here. 1, 3, Wish, pass and play. Actually, I might have been able to get there this turn. Seam Breach. Looks tight. I'll have to try it later. Yeah, I mean, I had no luck with Jeskai either, so I don't blame you. Keep this on top. Pretty decent. Start on Manamorphose. I don't think of any instant speed interaction. I can only really think of just Kozilek's command. Yeah, let's cast the Resolve. Mountain and another Resolve. 2 copies of Ral. So, if I cast Ral, I can go Ritual, Wish, Past in Flames. I think we do that. I don't flip this Ral quite yet. This is a 1 mana Wish and then a 2 mana Past in Flames. Oh, we're winning all of our flips today. Let's go Ral. Alright, we'll flip him. I'm gonna start by casting a Manamorphose out of the graveyard. Maybe I'm just supposed to hold this Ral, though. Alright, now let's hold this Ral. These are all free. Except for this Ral. Free Glimpse? A free Glimpse. Manamorphose that I gotta pay for. Free Reckless Impulse. Kind of wish it made 2 piles. I was like, these are free and these are not free. Free Valakut Awakening. I found all my rituals. Ritual. Might as well cast Striker Rich and get countered. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll wish up a Grape Shot. I clicked on Flage by accident. You got any grapes, opponent? Because I do. Green Nadu and red white energy. Those are some great decks. One at a time, we'll resolve these. Bing, 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 bing. Opponent in shambles. Alright, we got a really small everything here, so let's zoom. Zoom. Better. Maybe this one's a little bit too zoomed. I think I want these static prisons in some numbers if they're gonna have Chalice on too. Maybe I take like 2 static prisons here. Cut the Valakut Awakening. Maybe I cut a Wish? No, cutting Wish doesn't seem correct. I like keeping the Striker Riches in. I think we can cut a couple of these. I could bring in Brotherhood's End, or I could leave it for the Wish. Could bring in the Galvanic Relay. If I want to wait a turn and then combo off later. I think I'm going to bring in the Galvanic Relay. Just to try it in the main deck. I'd also bring in this Flage. Maybe 3 Static Prisons. I don't really want to trim Past in Flames either, though. Sideboarding stuff with this deck. Reasonable. Loquacious with the Get a Gifted sub. Hell yeah. Alright, let me get that going real quick. I gotta copy and paste your name because it's way too complicated to type out. Both loquacious and bodacious? Alright, we'll keep this. Wheels Devourer. How's it going, my dude? Or Fable. That seems like a lot of Fable. I don't even really like 4 Fable and Boros Energy, to be honest. I've been going down on the number of Fables. I think I might go to 2 eventually. I would drew land. Alright, let's just start on land. Strike S. Thank you for the 100 bits. Loquacious. Inshallah. I appreciate it. Is this Thought Not Seer taking my Ruby Medallion and making me really sad? It is. They have to go after the medallion, right? Take the wish. Maybe I have 3 ball, and that's why they took the wish. I'm just gonna play this Ruby Medallion out. I could play like Ruby Medallion, Ritual, Ral, Strike, Glimpse. I could try to go off this turn. It all depends on what I hit off this Glimpse. Balance starts in about 2 hours. A little under 2 hours. Let's go for it. Let's live a little bit. Oh, more glimpses. Morales. The morale is very low at this point, actually. So, alright. Make 5 Scions at least. We got lots of mana. Maybe I should have cast Striker Rich and then tried to flip the realm. I think that's what I should have done. You can never draw a Wish or a Past in Flames. I think this game is like pretty over. Just gotta get there. It's a Smusher. Smushies. These no smushies. I don't think I should have cast that actually. I should have waited. That's a mistake. I really don't need any more mana at this point. What I do need is Storm Count eventually. If I can Surveil, I go to 9. I get smacked for 5. I go to 4. If I lose 4 flips, I'm dead. If they have another Reality Smasher, I'm also pretty dead. If they have Line Breaker, I'm also pretty dead. The Line Breaker. 5. Oh, they're giving it there. Alright, well that doesn't get trampled, so I'm pretty happy that they decided to do that, which means I'm just taking 5, going to 4. I can't help but feel like they messed that up. If they gave it to the Line Breaker, it'd be in much more danger. They probably thought it gave trample also. If I don't want to bin it. I think I can afford to bin it here. Just flash it back. I gotta flip this rail so it doesn't kill me. Guess we have it deterministically if we can just flip the rail and not die to it. Ritual, glimpse, reckless impulse, ritual, glimpse, striker rich. A lot of static prisons. Glimpse, Manamorphose. I guess I could surveil also. Let's surveil. I don't want that one. Manamorphose, red, ritual, glimpse, Anamorphose, red, white, Ren's Resolve, ritual, Ren's Resolve, reckless impulse, past in flames, I guess. Let me do it all again. I'll also cast another medallion first. I think that's just like pretty much mana neutral though. Manamorphose. Cast another Manamorphose. I think they're super dead here. Ritual, Ren's Resolve. Here's the Wish. The Grapes. Alright. Gotta get him with the Grapes. Don't know if I can keep the one-lander. It's such a good one-lander. I don't keep one-landers anymore. I've changed. No matter how tempting they may be, I don't keep one-landers. I will not keep the one-lander. I will not keep the one-lander. I will not keep the one-lander. You're disciplined in this stream. Maze, Yavamaya, Nadu? Nah, dude. Top. Top it so fast. Alright, don't kill me on turn 3, Nadu opponent. Please, soft boy. Have a heart. Don't have a bird, have a heart. I have a Spring Heart. They can cord for 3. They can cord for Volatile Storm Drake and then steal my Rel. That would be no bueno. Cording for 2. Use the Storm Drake. I could try to flip this Rel. It's gonna cost me a ritual. My dude, thank you for that 3 months. This is interesting. Do I spend the ritual to try to flip the Rel? Because if I whiff on flipping the Rel, I'm gonna be really sad. I think I just let it go. I was still in draw step. It doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of reckless impulse here. So I don't think I can go off this turn. I have 5 mana total. I have another Rel. It's pretty good. See if they have Nadu. Kill you. Chooks. They're out of cards, so that means they are dead. You are dead. DED, dead opponent. One mana, more like 3 mana. 3 mana, more like 5 mana. 5, this costs 3. The ritual. Don't mind if I do. Gemstone's an extra mana here. Lets me glimpse. I guess I should have cast the one from exile. I would hit another ritual. Yeah, it was Jovier. Alright, taking game 1 off with Nadu. That's the easy game though, because game 2 and 3 is when it gets tough. I think I want Brotherhood's End. Maybe I just leave it in the wishboard. No, I think I bring in the Brotherhood's End. I'm gonna bring in a Flage and leave the other one in the wishboard. I don't think Empty's that good against them. 2 Static Prisons. And it's pretty good. My opponent's mulliganing to 5. It's possible their hand's just like not functional. That doesn't look super functional. They're putting me in jail. Fine, opponent. Put me in jail. A wish for a static prison next turn. If they didn't have jailer, then they'd be dead on turn 2. Springheart. Second Boseiju. Makes it 1-1. I'm surprised they didn't put it on the jailer. I have a lot of mana. I can wish through a jailer, right, chat? Because it's not casting it from exile. It's casting it from the sideboard. Is that different? That's different, yeah? I think I should know how that works. Just don't. I think I should be able to. I think it works. That's where I'm at, too. I guess I could also Reckless Impulse and see what I hit here. Let's do that. Let's Reckless Impulse. Because even if I can't cast them at the moment, I can at least see what I have. Ruby Medallion in the Static Prison, which means I'm going to Fizzle here. Hmm. That okay? I just stop. I guess I could empty. Maybe I just do a big empty here. Is that good enough? You just relay, but then I can't cast him from exile. This is interesting. 5, 6. I'll make 12 goblins. I'm sure 12 goblins is good enough. Just clear their board. That seems good enough, right? Like minus here and then pass. Yeah, okay. That was good enough. Killing their Spring Heart plus their mana was like pretty dang good. Has 2 tap lands in it because this is tapped and this is tapped also. It's a little slow. We'll try it. Also, I'm missing the discount. They have Striker Bridge though, so we could ramp to 3. I say it might just not be good enough. Might be a little bit too slow. Time will tell. It's Merfolk. Merfolk might not be the easiest matchup. Um, I'm not sure if Storm is a playable deck. It's certainly fun to play, I'll tell you that much. I don't know if it's playable though. Silvergale revealing Lord of Atlantis. Fish Ritual. This might be a Wish for Flage moment. Just like Ritual, Manamorphose, White, Wish, Flage. Guess it depends on what they do here. Alright, let's start on this Ritual. Let's cast another one. Let's make white. Through Mountain. 3. Also Wish for Relay. It's a Wish for Relay moment. Versus a Wish for Flage moment. Flage kind of solos fish though. This is tough. I make goblins this turn. Ritual. I need 7 mana. I have 6, 7. Maybe just make goblins. How many goblins is that? 3, 6, 7, 14? That might be good enough. Alright, is 14 goblins good enough, opponent? Honestly, it was pretty tough to decide between that and Flage. They do have the Arena of Glory, so Flage is like pretty good. I gotta produce 4 blockers this turn, and then for the next, no. It could just be 4 turn. 2, 4, 5. Maybe 3 blockers is good enough to survive for 3 turns. Wow, I didn't grab the Flage. That would have been the most uncastable Flage you've ever seen. Glimpse here. Ral Manamorphose. Wish I could cast those, but that's alright. Turning the team. Svelun. Blocks 3, takes 11. Second block. Am I dead here if they have another lord? I think I'm dead to another lord. 5, 9. I'm dead. 9, 12. Yeah. Damn. Goblins was not good enough. I guess they need to be Flage. Or maybe even Relay. We learned something valuable. Don't make gobos against fish. I'm gonna bring in a Flage for sure. And the Brotherhood's in. Some static prisons. Fish better than gobos. And one more. Hey, it's Passing Flames. How that game plays out if I get Flage instead. I don't feel like maybe I just lose to the Svelun anyways. That's good. Burn 1 vial. I could lead on Medallion here. Although I could Manamorphose Static Prison, the Aether Vial, because they let him Mutavault. I think I'm just gonna lead on Rude Medallion. Gemstone Cavern's kind of awkward. Next turn I can Manamorphose, Red, White, Static Prison Ral. They didn't have an island in hand. Oh, I didn't need to float this colorless. Well, we'll make Red, White. Static Prison's Aether Vial. Apis Gemstone Caverns for nothing. Hey, they made my mana a little bit better. Let's go, opponent. What's up, May? What's the best thing I can do? Steal 2 damage to the same thing. You can. I don't really care if this thing's around at the moment, though. I guess it's preventing me from getting Flage, which is a little bit annoying. Because Wish Flage is a 3 mana play right now. I am going to lose this if I decide to Brotherhood's End. I think I'm just going to chill for a turn. Thinking about if I had Giganta right now, I would totally buy Giganta. However, there is no Giganta in the sideboard. For shame. I think it's probably just time to pull the trigger on this. Maybe I flip the rail? Eh? Oh, we're so good at this game. We are so good. Not really. He's Planeswalker. Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind. Still dead. Well, I mean, I'm gonna flip it no matter what. But yeah, you're right. I forgot that it had each Planeswalker as part of the text. Not actually that good at the game. I lied. Bad, we can't read cards. Irel. Second Harbinger. I'm giving him back the Aether Vial. Eventually, I guess I could wish Grape Shot. Let's start on Ren's Resolve. I may start on Ral, then Ren's Resolve. I don't actually know if I want to flip this Ral though. They might subtlety this. They feel intimidated by it, which I'd be fine. Layers it, that's also fine. Preferable even. Well, that Static Prison's not getting cast. Why do I have so many islands? This is just too many islands. I'll use some of my island mana. Oops, all counter spells over there. Is it Storm's back, baby? Where's my Flame of Venor? It'd be real good here. Kill that, kill that. Wish Past in Flames is 5 mana. It's probably too much. Morphos. I'd save that for next turn. Toxic Deluge is very good against Boros, in my experience. Plague Engineers, eh. Bowmaster's really good. I'd say Toxic Deluge is your best bet. X-Catcher. Past in Flames looking here, not too bad, right? Okay, let's decide. Do we Past in Flames? Get back another Manamorphose. I could also, like, redo... Yeah, I think I get Past in Flames here. That actually makes me want to get Flage. But I already committed. Right, let's start on Ritual. Then we'll go Manamorphose. So I can also, like, just Ren's Resolve and Glimpse here. Let's Glimpse. That's really good. I think they're just dead. Already 10 storm count. Keep thinking about this Flage line, but the Flage never ends up being as good as just kill them. There's another wish. This is 1 mana to flashback. Is that good enough? Files. Hidebinder? Fancy. Not good enough, but very fancy. It's also why I don't like consign to memory against Storm. It's like, yeah, you countered the Storm trigger, but ha, cute. Now die. I want another Strike It Rich and like less copies of Static Prison, because Static Prison's pretty hard to cast actually. Take an additional Past in Flames. Your top favorite sideboard cards in the format right now? Soul Guide Lantern is probably pretty up there. I've been sliding Soul Guide Lantern in a lot of things. I like Blood Moon right now. I don't think Pick Your Poison's good anymore. Consign to Memory is a really good sideboard card, but not in the Storm matchup, I don't think. Actually, maybe I'm just supposed to Strike It Rich here. Just get Mountain Strike It Rich. I need a critical source of mountains. In case they Harbinger me. Static Prison's a pretty decent sideboard card. Does some work. Graph Digger's Cage and Relic. Got it, opponent. I will not be using my graveyard. Understood. Sorry, Flage. I don't think you're coming back today, buddy. Give revealing a Trickster. Lost the flip, I'm in shambles. Static Prison. Use 1 ritual here. Let's get greedy. I'm gonna say no. Greed potentially rewarded. I think my greed was rewarded here. All right. Holy schmoly. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him. Are you still friends with Spike after he ring looped you earlier? No. Friendship with Spike ended. Especially after the Ajani bug happened, and then I had to sack my entire board. That doesn't even make sense. Ajani ulted him, he didn't click any of his artifacts, he hit done, and then it wiped my board instead. I think it does actually matter, but I have no idea what the rules are. Then Doom said friendship ended with Dingo, so I guess I have beef with both Spike and Doom today. It's been a tough day. I try to get lucky off the static prison. I have a lot of mana to work with. Or sorry, get lucky off the branch resolve, not the static prison. My Otter prowess list, I actually uninstalled the beta client, so I don't have it anymore. Unfortunately. That list was pretty sweet though. It was just like stock blue-red prowess. It had like preordains and expressive iterations as the blue cards. And then 4 of the new legendary Otter. And it had 19 lands because I added the basic island to it. Because it was a pretty 2-drop heavy. I ended up cutting a couple Underworld breaches. Ozchamp? I'm gonna fizzle. Feel it in my bones. I like they're sitting on forced negation. God, I love when they whiff. They are sitting on forced negation. Why I oughta. Why I oughter. Yeah, the only new thing I played was the Otter. You can play the new 2-mana 1/1 haste prowess thing, but I don't think it's very good. That card just seems like worse slick shot, worse legendary Otter. I keep losing to this frog matchup. Ow. It's all lands. I'm Aston Flames in the graveyard. I mean, if I dump Past in Flames in the graveyard, then I don't have a counter for Past in Flames. The new enchantment make prowess tokens. I don't know which one you're talking about, to be honest. I haven't done a lot of research into Bloom Burrow spoilers. I did more on this set than Assassin's Creed for sure, but I haven't done a ton on this set. Another frog. Archetype? You are deceased, opponent. I have 1 left over. I have 2 rituals, right? I don't know, they forced one of them. Alright, it's gotta come together this turn. That's free, might as well cast it. This is also free. Oh, came together. Beautiful. Love it when a storm comes together. Ral 1 mana, Glimpse 1 mana, Wish is 1 mana. These are also 1 mana. One. Oh, that's a beefy Ral. I don't have to do any of this, by the way. I'm just kind of flexing, yeah. I don't have to do any of this. Little flex never hurt anybody, right? Alright, let's bring the Orange Chance. The Relay. Empty. Maybe I leave 1 chant in the sideboard. Bring 1 in the main deck. I can also see 1 Flage coming in here. Drop a Valakut Awakening. Drop a Rens and a Reckless. I don't think I care about the frogs that much. To the point where I need to bring in Prison, because they are a counterspell deck, and that's what I care about more than prisoning the frogs. Like, they had 2 frogs on that board, and we still beat them. Cards that I care about are the counterspells for sure. I gotta cut 1 more. Stream of Past in Flames. I'm bringing in a Flaze, so my graveyard's gonna be a little bit taxed. The Gemstone Caverns, but this hand's not that good. Let's get rid of a land here. I'm cheating. I'm actually just gonna Surveil. I was thinking about casting Res Resolve, but I think I'm just gonna Surveil and strike it rich. I'll leave another Res Resolve on top though. I wanna also Surveilling. Everybody's Surveilling. Harbinger to the bin. Alright, if they're binning a Harbinger, I'm kinda scared. I think Storm's a little weak. Probably like A- tier. Maybe B+. Definitely on the lower end of top tier decks. S for Storm. Obviously. Holy schmoly, a Past in Flames. I have so much mana. There's my spell. I just want to put that ritual in the graveyard. I tried it a while ago, Darth. It's been like probably 2 weeks since I've tried it. Maybe a week and a half. I think it's 2 weeks. I could try to go for the Past in Flames play here. Definitely have Counterspell up. Yeah, I was thinking about splicing here. I'll hold this one in my hand. 5 to flashback, so even if I ritual, I can't cast anything else this turn. Alright. Go. Yeah, I think there's a world where I hold this other Desperate Ritual because I can splice that one out of the graveyard still. Maybe we draw Flage. Or Glimpse would be really good. Mana Reducer would be solid. Striker Rich is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think Casting the Fire is very good anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Past in Flames. They let that go. Counterspell matchups are so tough. My Flage, where's my Flage? Oh, how many spells can I cast? Not enough. Alright, alright, alright. I give up. Okay, okay, okay. I yield. I can haste the realm. Pretty sweet. Brian thinks that you should play Galvanic Relay over Glimpse, but I really hate Galvanic Relay. I think Glimpse is way better. But I'm also not very experienced with Storm. I think I wanted the main deck. I was thinking about that too. Maybe I don't ever want to wish for it. Spell Snare. Spell Pierce. Actually makes me want to hold the Striker Ridge. Nah, I guess I don't want to hold the Striker Ridge. Let's play it and pass. I do want that relay though. It's kind of like wishing for Veil of Summer. You'll do it like every once in a blue moon. I wished for Veil of Summer in the red green version the other day. Yeah, maybe cutting on strike was the move also. I agree. Lead on Rel. I lead on Rel. Try to set up a nice relay here. Surgical's Rel. You got it. +1 storm count for me. I'm gonna get a grip of 5 here. Let's spend this other ritual and turn into another card, maybe. Or cast Reckless Impulse and gamble on another ritual, but that seems kind of bad. I guess I'm gonna turn this ritual into another card. I would have thought they would have done that on the first ritual if they had it. Yeah, but I didn't have to spend the other ritual. I could have just, like, used the Galvanic for 5. That play only really makes sense if I decide to spend the other ritual. Anamorphose Wish. I don't even know if I spend this Manamorphose. Maybe I want to save it for Relay. Second frog. I think they have another counterspell in hand. I'm one away from casting Wish for Brotherhood's End. Need 6, I have 5. Wish for Grape Shot. I have to, right? Just try to kill the frogs. That'd be 4 storm count, 5 storm count. Problem is they can still save a frog. I feel like they have counterspell here, I don't know. And I so wish I could cast Brotherhood's End right now. Yeah, I can't really stop them from saving a frog. They have Flooded Strand. About as good as I can do for the time being. I think we're just edge. This matchup is freaking tough. Sure. You can count him by Gal for 1. Yeah, we're ready for my blue cards post board. Left 2 on top. I think it's a wrap chat. No way anything's resolving for the rest of the time. I hate that matchup. That's like the matchup I consistently lose to. Prediction time, chat. I think I'll try this. No discounter. It's like prowess. I don't know what else plays blue-red Giganta other than prowess. Oh, it's storm. Oh, is my storm faster though? Is my storm faster? Oh, that's sad. Guess we can keep going here though. We have quite a few chances to flip this rel. Gamba, go for it. Oh no, I'm whiffing. Let's go. Playing the challenge with Boros energy. I'm not good enough at storm. Alright, both of these chants need to be in my main deck, like, right now. So do these static prisons. Seems like a pretty good strike it rich matchup. Win also plays counter spells, to be fair. It would have been like the frog matchup, but instead of playing 2 psychic frogs, they could have splinter twinned me. Which is pretty much the same thing as playing 2 psychic frogs. Prison's bad in the mirror, you think? That would have been fine, because I get to take their Ral or their Medallion. This hand, it doesn't really do much. I think on the play I can cut the prisons and then try to be like more proactive, but I think on the draw, kind of like the idea of being a little bit more reactive. I'm gonna try this hand. It's interesting. If nothing else, it's interesting. I guess they brought in Brotherhood Zen because they didn't reveal Jagantha this time. That's true, but it's a lot more inconvenient to like Reducer plus kill on the same turn. I think I'm just gonna Surveil instead of playing the Striker Rich. Like to find Static Prison if they play a Reducer here. Yeah, I guess I could have kept that on top. I should have kept that on top, I guess. Oh, we can try to do the same thing we did last game. I wish I played that Striker Rich now. The Striker Rich is free. I'm trying to think if I can flip this Rel. Striker Rich 6 and then 7. Need to hit on the 7th one. Wishing for something that's 0 mana is pretty pointless, so I guess I just play Glimpse. I'm so lucky. I get so lucky, chat. Play this, play Past in Flames. Why? How did this happen? Better lucky than good. Better lucky than good. Thanks, Darth. It's enough to keep me streaming, that's for sure. Oh, this is sweet. Hell yeah. We just lost to a Blue-Black Frog. We played Storm twice in the past 2 days, chat, and we 4-1 both leagues. Storm feels like pretty decent still. I mean, I killed my opponent on turn 2 both times, even though I didn't play Strike It Rich on turn 1. I don't think I should have been that Manamorphose, though. Probably should have kept that Manamorphose on top because it was just free Storm count, free Graveyard Fuel. So I made a mistake at the end there, binning that Manamorphose. But it doesn't, like, force me to commit my mana there. I don't even think I would have cast Manamorphose if I didn't see the Ral underneath it. I guess I had to do something, right? Because there's a pretty good chance I'm just dead if they untap with the Ral. There's 2 Gemstones in here. Gemstone's okay. You're not playing the top 250-ish players in the world all the time, so the deck seems good. I mean...
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore!